here to see the young stars. Pistol round is live, and we have XIII. Oh, he's taken down by Jacob. A quick rush towards this B bomb site. Now they're going to be able to get in.
Best of ones every round, so vitally important. XIII going to get taken out courtesy of JKS, leaving Aerial to make a move. But the players have been thinned out so much from the Finns that it's so difficult to see how they can pull this one off. Aerial's been dinked to make matters even worse, and Sergey is going to find himself one, but surely the damage has already been done. Player from Pit's going to be Liaz. He's going to open up his account in this round alongside Aerial, who comes in for two. May not expect two players to be stacked on the banana side, and
see how this goes. Utility being used. Owls are going to lead the way. Actually, the two SMGs going to lead the way, but there's the CZ with a double kill, and now this gets dangerous. They have to enter into the bomb site, but they're not winning these fights. And there's Sergey, one more, and it looks like ENCE might have just done it.
Walk into the trap, and it's been sprung. Jacob, 24 seconds to play with, being baited out, and the Finns have done it. Only one CZ, 4 USP.
Molotov going to help neutralize, maybe disconnect the timing on this push up mid with this smoke, and that's Sergey. The Flames keep him safe. No one can go for a trade on that kill in towards Boiler. They're exactly right. It is going to be tough for the terrorist side. Renegades forced to slow down. No rifles, no weaponry other than the pistols, and now Alu's forced back. But there's so many players here. They can spam through the smoke, but CT spawn's been opened by Gratisfaction, wrapping over towards Library. Another kill.
Pretty much Renegades returning the favor. Really poor buy. Gratisfaction insta headshot onto XIII. He was the last line of defense on B.
This is, look at this stage that they're playing on in the Legend stage. This is a pretty early time in the tournament.
So sick in front of a crowd. This is the first time, right?
Yeah, it's beautiful. It's going to be all in these two defenders for ENCE to come in, and that Molotov again going to slow things down. Nice utility usage by ENCE on the defense. There goes the opening kill again. It's Gratisfaction and XIII. So much to do. Cannot handle the recoil, and the bomb is just going to get planted in time.
If we can get a pick, we'll go in for it. If not, we'll have to pull back and save. And I think at this stage now, Alu's missed his chance. I say that actually, but as it jumps across.
Yeah, I was on the edge of my seat. That really was not a great call to kind of go for that retake, so I'm glad they backed off. That one kill from Alu.
Early banana presence being established from both teams, grenades being exchanged. There is a boost over there from the perspective of Alu's gonna see Liaz jump and does chomp down with his orb. Great first pick fence, just what they were looking for.
Oh, I didn't even a follow-up. Sergey gives up his position, but oh, he's gonna go for it. He wants to get aggressive. That's bold, but he wins it. The risk pays off, and this couldn't have gone better for ENCE coming out of this. Obviously, you could see the plan. Put the AWP in a position to get that opening pick.
Gonna go for the peek afterwards. Does just see a shoulder peeking around the corner. Does significant damage. Still trying as he may, but he's been dinked and finished off by Alu. Excellent round by ENCE. Utilized from the B players. Gonna once again keep Renegades down. There's a grenade following it up. Chips away 3 players. Well worth the $300. They're stuck between 2 Molotovs. That's going to expend 1 smoke. And keep in mind, they didn't really come into this round with too much. Now it's going to be the pincer movement from ENCE. Both coming in with their automatic weapons spraying through the smoke. XIII going to take the initiative, decide to push the T's. Bomb's gone out in the open, sprays for a second player and gets that too. XII's on a tear, gives his team such an advantage. And now XIII is trying to clean up the rest.
The 2 Molotovs trapping Renegades, forcing them back, and the aggression behind it as well with flashbangs. JKS can't even get a plan. He goes for it. Sergey's not going to let that happen.
And speaking of Aerial, he could get tested momentarily. He is the short player. Flash is coming over. Aerial's gone down first. XII's also been plucked out. That's going to put so much pressure on Alu now. He's going to have to hold the line by himself. He's done it time and time again.
But this is actually not bad from Alu. This position prevents Renegades from getting into a comfortable spot, but the unfortunate part is Alu has to rely on his teammates to do all the heavy lifting to eliminate the opposition and get in, and they just haven't done it. He's all alone here. He's going to go down. There's a lot of damage being done. We saw it towards Banana previously, now towards the A bomb site. It looks like actually Jacob's going to remain aggressive in Boiler, and yeah, that's what happens. 2 smokes, plenty of flashbangs, but here comes that aggression. They've had success here. As I mentioned, there's the timing shot from Alu.
And the Alu is still interested, so this is effectively going to be a 3-on-2. The choke point and grenades, though, should give favor to the CTs, but down goes XIII. He's done so much damage in the process, but not able to stop the bomb from going down. With just 7 seconds, it will be planted. Alu now pushed up, gonna get the first kill in this retake, leaving Gratisfaction in a 1-on-3. Difficult for Gratisfaction to really get any kind of a foothold in if ENCE play this correctly. They're gonna peek from Banana first. If we see, but he takes the initiative, goes in, finds the player of Sergey on CT.
Alexi with the counter smoke, block off the choke point. And they're just going to go in with the flashbangs. They're in front of the smoke now. It's neutralized. Not any effect of that smoke. XIII needs to stay alive as long as possible. Flashbangs are perfect. And the all green's out. A double headshot for Alexi. And again, This B bomb site is just shut for Renegades. They can find no progress here. Finally, Azza gets involved, but he's traded immediately. Just JKS 1 versus 3. The rotation is here. ENCE 7-5.
Renegades giving up the idea of pushing on B. They're going back to A. And it's going to yield the first kill. Aerial's been plucked out. JKS takes significant damage, but that's a great turn of events. Some more damage from a grenade. The more they posture here, the more likely these grenades are to fly on their heads.
Yeah, I mean, ENCE has been great with utility. This hit comes in, and JKS Jacob low. Even with the man advantage, they can get doubled up very easy. In the pit, here's Sergey. It's his chance. It's his time, and he delivers. No more pressure coming up mid. They wanted pit first, and it's not going to happen. And Alu is going to get the final 3 kills.
Whittling away before the Renegades even get close.
That smoke is brutal. That might just end things. I mean, Renegades have to come through this, and it's just... They're losing so many players. A 3-on-3. One lurker up mid is going to get the CT spawn, but they have to plant the bomb. Almost no time, and Alexei's going to rush this. He's going to rush it, and he's going to get the bomb down, and that's it. That's another round for ENCE. They're going to end the half 10-5. A good recovery. Hasn't happened yet. This is going to be a split towards that B bomb site. 3 players from ENCE coming through, but there's the crossfire. Azza's shown up 3 quick kills. They needed him. He had only 3 in the first half, and he's doubled his scoreline. It's on JKS. The other long-standing member of this roster is going to get dropped.
That was always the risk, having JKS by himself, but the damage is already done. Bomb planted, but it's not going to get capitalized on.
Which would be really depressing if they have nothing to show for it, but a buy-up from ENCE, this might catch him off guard. It certainly is. Sergey's got an AK, fighting behind the flames. Down to 33 health, but he will survive.
Heavily tacked up their process. The grenades now starting to rip and shred through ENCE. Jacob going to capitalize onto Alexei B. And with a second smoke perfectly placed, stops ENCE from really counteracting with a rush.
And you're probably feeling like you might as well just hit this B bomb site. This is the best opportunity. Here comes the smoke, but that AUG is just too strong. Holding the angles. Jacob able to crouch and pop right back up, and now JKS gets aggressive. And actually, there's a deep pop flash. JKS might get pressure to put this out. XIII with a huge pick towards the A bomb site. He's going to start coming through his own smoke, wrapping around, but it's the B hit. It's JKS who has to do everything. A gap in that smoke makes this a little bit dangerous for him as well.
Now Gratisfaction starting to make a move over, and ENCE haven't been fast enough to really make the most of this. Now they're going to start to push, but a beautiful counter flash keeps them in bay for a few more seconds. Now Gratisfaction is getting dangerously close from Coffins, but his linchpin, his anchor of JKS has been found, and his AWP is going to have little to no impact.
The Renegades inch close. But ENCE take one more step forward. On Inferno on this T side, nades always in the choke points. All Gratisfaction. Great peek. Here's the footsteps, and XIII trying to go at the same speed as his teammate who's jumping up. Not able to coordinate very well. Fast towards the B bomb site, almost a contact play. That's the bomb down. Rotation's gonna be called. Jacob, excuse me, comes through that smoke, and that's a bit of a weird hit. Here comes Aerial. Stunning headshot to open things up. How much more can you get? All 4 players from Renegades are here at the moment. Do they realize? Counter flash comes in. Aerial's not in safety, and neither is Alu. That one pop flash allows them to get up mid. They can slow things down from here, but actually completely blind. That's the MAC-10. They now know where one of the AUGs is. That's a nice elimination. Jacob still alive in CT spawn. Liaz's got to do everything, but this scope provides him so much power, but so does the one bullet headshot. Gratisfaction doesn't know where to look, and all of a sudden, the floodgates are open. ENCE are into the A bomb site. 12-9 now for ENCE, and the money that is over on the Renegades defense is not great. Their economy was on the rope, so that
exactly.
Knife, on top, the knife is an extra, is 1,500, oh, hold the thought, B-rush, here we go, JK walks right into it. JKS is traded after 2, but Azza's still here. He is the last line of defense. He's got to hold them off for the moment. Rotation's coming in. He's got to stand his ground, and he's delivering. 2 kills, some damage through the smoke, and all of a sudden, Alexei B has such a tough job to do.
Starts off okay though, but he's got no health, and Azza. One is looking towards the wall in case the flashbang comes over. And now it's been sprung, but he's actually the first player to fall. Jacob's going to stand tall with 2 of his own though. Able to repel the push for the time being. The A site will not be secured anytime soon. There's so many flashbangs. Gratisfaction chips in for one and escapes. Lives to fight another day. Gonna have to reposition though. Alexi B's hot on the pursuit. Is gonna get the frag. It's a one-on-one. JKS's mind, who's now making a move onto the side. He's making a bit of noise in terms of footsteps. Alexi B's heard that, but he's given his position away as well. Who's gonna be quicker on the draw? It's gonna be JKS, and he has a kit, so this is gonna get defused. Renegades will take a 13-12 lead.
They have that bracket control. Oh,
Yeah.
pop flash delayed peek. It looks like Alza wants to clear it out. He's going to go for the aggression right into the waiting arms of Alu. How weak is this defense now in JKS? This is a tough rotation to make, a tough call. There is smoke, but he's left Liaz all alone in pit. A weird angle for the terrorist to manage, and he can't hit his shots. He can't see anything. They're inside the bomb site. Liaz so much to do. He needs more, but they swing too wide. JKS is helping. Massive damage onto Alexi and Ariel.
Oh, this is where a flashbang could absolutely neutralize his defense. And there we go. Sergey eats it in the eyes. He's still alive and kicking, though, and the damage actually going across to Renegades. They're going to hold the line with all three players left alive.
Each team clawing for every inch. ENCE 1 round away from tying it up, and they expected that to be clear because of the Molotov, and it's not to be.
To make sure the wraparound can't come into play, the bomb's in a horrible spot for ENCE, but they have just picked it up. And now they're darting back down Banana, but that's into the embracing arms of Asa, who's going to claim the first. The bomb's got into tunnel to make matters even worse for them. Alu, try as he may, is going to get the kill, but he's only got 20-odd health remaining. This is looking very poor indeed. Grenade going to finish him off round the side of Liaz. To round 29, and indeed this map is looking likely. Jacob's opened up with one. His account is brimming with kills at this stage. Molotov thrown in counteraction, but it's going to go in the smoke.
That's the last piece of utility. One jumps around the corner. Good kill for JKS. He's so low. The follow-up peek from Jacob does it, and this spells the end for ENCE. It is going to be Renegades taking down ENCE in this first match of the Legend stage. They're going to go 1-0, 16-13.